collectively, this has obviously been an emotional journey. I mean, the film, the story. It's out there now, and your team showed us this lovely video, an experiment that Deepika did, where you actually went out, you know, as yourself, as you say. And why did you think that was important?
For the audience, let's clarify that, as
yes,
Malti.
As Malti. But why did you think that was important? And I have to say that when I was watching the film, and it's easy for us, I suppose for me to watch it and say, oh my God, why are they looking at her like that? But I mean, if one hasn't sort of been through it or thought about it, you know, I mean, I don't think we're great people in terms of a society. We do tend to judge. So why was it important for you to do that, or as a team for you guys to have that out?
I think it was important for us to just gauge beyond this group of people who've now, you know, lived with this subject for, you know, for us a year, year and a half, for her maybe more, to just understand what is it that, how is it that society views girls who have been through acid violence. And I think we were pleasantly surprised both ways. You know, I think we were pleasantly surprised to see how some people reacted in a way that was a bit, what is the right word?
Cringy?
No.
No.
There's
awkwardness.
You can't say cringy. It's just awkward. There's discomfort.
Yeah.
Unfamiliar.
Yeah.
Unfamiliar. And then there were people who were extremely comfortable, and, you know. So I think it was just throwing light on that, on how, you know, society views this very, very differently, and there are all kinds of people. And I think that's what we're also trying to achieve through this film, normalize this, make it more inclusive. Because, you know, when you speak to the girls, the first thing that they will say is that, you know, they're very comfortable with the way they look at themselves in the mirror every day. It's when we as society view the girls, we're not able to look them in the eye and have a straight conversation with them, because we're not comfortable with their appearance, and that's because of us not being exposed to, or you know, I think there are various factors. I don't think it's, you know, it's one factor, but I think, and then our definition of physical beauty and what physical beauty should be. So I think there's a lot of factors as to why we look at, you know, the girls a certain way. So I think it's to throw light on, you know, on the way society views girls who've experienced acid violence.
And not just in terms of inclusiveness. I'm sure, all of you did interact with Lakshmi. Do you think a lot more can be done to sort of, you know, not just include them, but sort of stop these attacks, whether it's in terms of faster punishments, banning the sale of acid, which has been going on?
See, stopping the attacks is a preventive thing, which is as important, but what about the curative measures? What about what has already happened? You can't erase history, but you need to cure, you know, the hurt, right? So the inclusion is what these girls look for. The normalization of it when they move around in public, because when they're within themselves, they're completely normal. They're not uncomfortable with the way they look amongst themselves. They're not even uncomfortable with the way they look when they are in public. They're uncomfortable with our discomfort. You know, that's what we need to overcome. Engaging them, giving them a sense of purpose, a source of livelihood. Unfortunately, we are such an appearance-based society that it becomes very difficult to make place for somebody who is not hitting the normal parameters of physical appearance. That's what needs to change as well.
All right. Thank you so much.